Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and there's the new mini catalogue coming out in January for customers. But demonstrators can order in December. Some demonstrators already got the little bee collection. It's called, let me find it. It's called Be Mine, and you get the designer series paper, stamp punch, pillar boxes, ribbon, and some little gems. Now, there's a card in there with little bees on. You know how you get a page and there's the display of cards, and I'm not allowed to show you the card, but when you get your catalogues, you'll see after watching the video, this is the card I'm imitating. Thing is, I don't have my stamp set yet because I can't order it till December. Then it won't probably come till the middle of December. So I'm going to show, hopefully, there's quite a lot of stamp sets that are coming out that you can use alternatives for, or I think you can use alternatives for. So I'm going to try my best. Obviously I'm not buying everything in the catalogue, can't afford it, but I do like the bee set, so I'll get that. I'm getting all the DSPs, but I'm going to try and show alternate ways of using older stamp sets to make newer products and maybe look the real. So this is the card I made. I created these little bees using a different stamp set. When you see the bees in the actual new catalogue, they're oval with a spike at the bottom. They haven't got a definition where their head is, but for this I used the ladybug set, and now this has been retired a while, and it was a celebration and host set. Celebration host. I just love it, and when it was time to retire, I used to sell off old products, but I couldn't bear to get rid of it. So I've used this one and this one, and I'll show you how I've turned them into bees. I've also got a tiny little piece of cardstock to get the little horny bits on the bottom. I'm using, where's it gone? This is the label they've used exactly, and it's this one here, and it's from the stitch nesting dies, so that's the original. Everything looks exactly the same in the card, in the book, but they've got 3 bees, so I'm assuming their punch is a little bit smaller. Maybe I'll use a 3rd bee on this card I'm going to make you now. What else? Oh, I've got a little piece of paper in there with these little hearts that, oh my goodness, these retired. 141. I'm going back about 6 years, and I'm actually using the smallest of this side. You had sweet and sassy, so one side was sweet and the other side was sassy, so don't ask me which side's which because I can't remember. But there is the little die, and I'm going to be, because there's a heart-shaped die in the stamp set, and these are going to be used for the wings. Now I've got one I've already cut out. There we go. I've already cut 2 now. I've already die cut the label because you don't really want to sit and watch me die cut lots of things. The paper I'm using is, their colours are Sweet Sorbet, Petal Pink, Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lime Twist, Pool Party, and Basic Black. But I don't have any Sweet Sorbet designer series paper, so I've already stamped and die cut. I'll show you how I colour and cut. Let me just put this little love heart away. I never get rid of dies that occur singular, and I've been noticing, I've been going through my other die set, stamp sets with dies in with pretty labels, and you know, you will only know they're there if you open up the stamp set. And so I've been going through and I've been putting them in my die box, so I've got nice pretty little labels I can use on different stamp sets. So I'll just put them to one side. We've done the die cutting. Now the tiny little love art I'm using from here, and they're meant to be. Now I did try and put an extra E on. It was a bit shady, so I'm just going to put they're meant to be. I'm not even going to try and attempt to put the second bee on, even though I tried, and it doesn't, it looks okay from afar, but when you get up close you can see how dodgy it is. So, but we're making way, so we're using this and this from this stamp set. I'm using this and this, and inside the stamp set it's got a little bee trail as a stamp, but in here you've got a little bee trail, but it's a stitched, it's a die, so it'll just perforate the page. So my designer series paper, somebody gifted me this a long time ago. Lily of the Valley, it's called. Knitwit Collections by Mary Fran. I have done quilt style cards a long time ago. So, but I used that on this first card. I used this pattern here. But I was going through my stash, and this is from the Snailed It designer series paper. Now, the stamps on the inside is like, it's opposite, so this pale pink is on the background and the hearts are in the red. Actually, it's sweet sorbet, and I only had a small length left, so I've cut these at 3/4 of an inch by 5 7/8. I got a piece of Whisper White. See how I've made these cute little bees? I'm going to make another one. I'm not sure if I'm going to do pink or blue. We'll decide that. And just by, because there's a stamp set that stamps these, and then the punch itself punches out the love hearts and the bee and its little tail, I think. Let me have a look. Actually, it looks like a word quotation. It's an oval, and it's got a little bee end, a little love heart and a small love heart. So I can't, I'd love to show you, but I can't. So what I did, instead of trying to, let me just pop them to one side, just have a plain background like they've got with their card, because they've got that little stamp trail, and some little, they got a cluster of one love heart with 2 small ones either side, and then some single ones. Well, I don't have the very, very small ones. So what I've done is I've added a stitch line all the way across, just using my Stampin' Right markers, which I haven't used in a very long time, so they are wearing a bit thin, but I believe you can refill these with your ink, refill inks. I think my beautiful friend Georgie Burns did it with, I think she did it with a blend, but these are ink based pens, so I'm sure you can do it with your re-inkers. I'll have to do a little video showing you how to refill them once I've sussed it myself, because I've had no need to refill these until now. So I just thought I'd add a little stitch border all the way around as well, just to give it a bit of dimension. We will be using the pen again. I've got my Pool Party stamp set. I've got this tiny little love heart, and as long as you don't press on dead mega hard, you just want the little love heart. And I'm just going to add some little love hearts in between. You know when you're trying to space stuff out, it always ends up being, let's do some double ones. I'm not going to add too many, maybe one more there, because I do want to do, there we go, I got a little trail snail. So what I'm going to, I used, on my first card, I used one with Memento and one with my Versamark, but with alcoholic pens it smudges, so don't use that. So I'm just showing you what I did. I literally stamp, run it through the die machine, and then we're going to do some colouring. So I just wanted to show you. Let's get my little ink cloth. But it's so cute. I knew I was going to use this stamp set again. I do love using things and recycling things. if I can. So I used the two that I could cut out, this one, and I used the one with the flower, and I cut that out as well. But we're going to do some white embossing, which we've used on here, but I just think it's adorable. So I've got my little strips. So on the card inside that, I think it's a tall and skinny one as well. It looks taller than mine. This is 3/4 of an inch by 5 3/4, because our cards are 5 7/8. If you're American, do yours to 5 1/8, and you shall have a small border like this. And because I've only got two small, be careful, because there's love arts and you can only got them one way, so be careful how you put them on. But I'm just going by, I will have the set in December, and I will do another card, or I'll make a card. I won't do a video for it, but I'll tell you what I need to do as well. I'm going to line this up bang on with there, and then I'm going to smooch it across, just so I know I'm exactly what sticky stuff. That might just be a little tad off, but when I add this now, there, perfect. So I've got even distance, and but this is going on dimensionals, so I can literally place the bees. I have it. Let me make you another bee and show you first. Right, so you would fussy cut this out. I actually die cut this out, which is this one. This is how it comes out. You die cut, and I grab my Daffodil Delight, and this is the dark Daffodil Delight, because my other ones I need to replace my pens. Don't worry if you go over, don't worry at all, because we're going to be cutting half of this away. So I'm going to make sure I got it nice and dark. I know everybody can't afford to go out there and get all the brand new stamp sets, so I've got a black marker pen. And I'm just doing those beautiful cute little black stripes, and again, don't worry if you go over, we're going to be cutting them off. So there's my little bee made. When you think about it, it's cracking. I'm going to take my little scissors, and now I'm just going to fussy cut. I'm going to take the feet off, and I know you can see the little stumps at the bottom, but I really don't think, and I'm taking off this outer section. I'm just having the body, so all this is being cut away, but I used the die just so I get that perfect little body shape, because I couldn't do that. And I'm just thinning it off around the antenna. I mean, they've got antenna, but they're sticking out. I think you have to add that separate. So down around the face to the body, and then I'm chopping all those cute little wings off. So there's my little bee shape. I don't need those two little bits I've just cut off. So here's my little wings, so you can see how cute this is going to be. There's those two little wings. If you don't want to add those stamp marks, you don't have to, but I think I'm going to do another blue one and have the pink one in the center. Or we're going to do two pink and a blue. No, let's do this. So I didn't find, it's a little shape, it just literally draws round twice, but it's not very wide with that end, so I did it really carefully with this end. So up and around the center and around that outside. Don't worry if you miss a bit, because, and then just go up into the center, because I can't show you. I'd love to show you the catalogue, but I can't. So up to the center, work your way out. It's thinner than this in the catalogue. It's just that my thin end needs re-inking. So, and then just go up and round again, up and round, and it doesn't matter if you've got gaps. So that's what I did, and I did the same with the pink, which is the petal pink. So I'm going to flip this over. Just going to grab a dimensional. I really want to see, so I'm going to hold that there, and I want to come down just a fraction. I mean, I glued my other ones on, and then so if we level those out in the center, add a dimensional, that keeps them in place, and then just a small one top and bottom, and a couple each on the wings. In fact, I'm just going to put, I'm doing one each on the wings at the top and bottom, but you could just add one single one. So now I'll have 3 for this card instead of 2. So what I'll do is I'll now place, I'll have my little bee here, my other one here, and my little pink one here. Maybe I'll go this way, and just keep that one straight. So now I need to take my little and just draw my little bee trail. Don't worry if you go through love art, it's okay. And I'm just using a pen. In fact, I'm going to add him now actually, because I know where he's going to be, but I just wanted to move his little tushy while I drew underneath. But now I've drawn my little bee line, as they call it, and I'm just going to add a little bit more of a swirl. I'm going to place him there. I don't mind that his little antenna is sticking up. Oh, I haven't added his little tail, so. And I'm just coming round this little love art, and I'm just going to go back on myself with this little girly one. And you've got 2 boys and a girl. I should have a little flower on it somewhere, shouldn't you? So they're all fighting to find a flower. I'll show you what I did for the tail. So I'm keeping her pretty straight. I'm not going to stick it down yet because there's a bit coming off the card. So grab a piece of cardstock, and I literally cut from the corner and cut from the other side, literally giving myself just a, where's it gone now? Gaynor's dropped it. Straight in the bin. So I'm just going to trim a tiny little bit. I'm just going to square that off. Gotta grab myself a little tiny bit of glue. You don't even have to use black cardstock as long as you've got a black pen after. Luckily he's on dimensionals. If it's a bit too long, I'm just going to come back and cut that off. And it's a little pokey bit there, then under his tushy is done. And then we're just going to place this one again, just doing that trail. This time going around the love art and back out that end. Love it. I'm just going to place him. I'm going to go that way with him. So there's my little cuties. There's always a way to make something a little bit extra with other stamps that, see, because I mean, like I'm saying, not everybody can afford to go out and just buy all the brand new stamp sets, and I'm not taking anything away from Stampin' Up. I just know there's a lot of people that want to see the new stuff but can't afford to buy the new stuff. So Versamark, my white embossing paper, powder even. I've cut it out of Sweet Sorbet, the colour that's in the catalogue. Got my little stamp. I just thought it was cute when I opened it for the little love art. I thought, oh, meant to be. So it's a Bee stamp set, so I've lined mine up across there, so I'm going to line mine across there. Cute, cute, cute. Don't have to clean your stamp set off, it conditions them. Just hope that's got enough coverage. Oh yeah, perfect. I have to get my little... I need a new box for my white embossing stuff. I'm going to take my little tweezers. Just grab my two. I'm sorry about the sound. My battery's running low, so I'm going to crack on. I like to do the back, that way when I do the front, it just warms it up and gets it prepped for me. There we go, that's done. This is my embossing keep tool is very, very hot, very hot. So I need a dimensional for there, and we're only going to put one on this end. We're going to, oh, look at me putting them away. I tell you what I have found. Oh my goodness, let me get them out. Gina's got a lot of stamp sets in the way. I'm just going through old stamp sets because they fetched out cakes again. We've had cakes in the past, so I've gone through my cake stamp sets. Look at them sticking out, don't worry about them. I'm just using the outer edges just to give me a frame, just to keep myself in tucked. Just going to pull a little bit more off, put a little piece down there. That should do with these, and these were out of a kit, so squash them down, peel them back. Now in one of the sets that's coming out in January for customers are some paper butterflies. Now they look just like the butterflies you used to die cut out from let me just see if I can line this up perfect. Give myself a good gap either side. Perfect. Give that a little... Look how cute that is. And I'm going to grab some glue. Just going to squirt a little bit on the end. So my meant to be is going round about there. That is so darn cute. Now on this one, if you see little red and pink, yellow and pink love hearts, these are from a very, very, very old set of embellishments. I mean, they're not even, I've got yellow ones, but I've got no love hearts, so I'll have to add dots. I've got two pink ones left. So in the embellishments in the catalogue, you will get love hearts, little flowers. You'll get 4 different colours. You'll get Sweet Sorbet, Petal Pink, Pool Party and Daffodil Delight with white around them. So let's just add, let me add one, that's a little one, 2, 3 of the yellow ones. I know they're just dots. I've also got some of the epoxy dots, which I've turned into Daffodil Delight. I was going to use them, but I thought I'd use these. And then 2 of these cute little love hearts. Let's pop one there. And then, like I'm saying, go through your old stash. And I'm going to put one. I wish I had a yellow one left. Let's just put that there. And I think these were, I cannot remember, but I know there's, I'm not sure if they are Daffodil Delight or Crushed Curry. Don't ask me what colour they were, I couldn't remember if I tried. But you've got Cherry Cobbler, and you've got the old purple colours. Do you remember those? Highland Heather, or what was the other one? Something lavender. I can't remember. My head's gone Pete Tong. But even some of those beautiful red ones. Oh, I tell you what. Let's see if that red little love art will just go on there. Yeah, it will. Woohoo! So just go through all your old stash. I think they were gorgeous grape. Oh, I can't remember. And then you've got, there was 2 colours of that. These are just old stashes. So go through them. But look, card number 2. This was my first practice one. I prefer the one with the red because it's more closer to the sweet sorbet. But this is still cute. Let me get one of those red ones. And pop that on there as well. I mean, this could be a Valentine's card ready for September. Oh, look at me. February. Because these will be available after January. So these would make great Valentine's cards. Or just something you want to send a cute little set to. Now, there is a ribbon coming out in Sweet Sorbet. And it's exactly the same as this one. I think it might not be as wide. Let me have a look. The ribbon is 1/4 inch. Now let's see what this is. This is 1/2 inch. There goes my battery. Let me just swap it quick. So it's a little bit thinner. It's exactly the same ribbon, but it's a little bit thinner. And this is in Poppy Parade, so it's a little bit different, but it's a little bit thinner. So the one in the catalogue is exactly the same, more or less, and it's called Sweet Sorbet, and it's 1/4 inch. Now this is Poppy Parade, and there's no ribbon on this card anyway, so thankfully I haven't added any ribbon. Yeah, exactly the same in Sweet Sorbet, but 1/4 inch instead of 1/2 inch. So I'll put my battery on charge in a minute, girls. But I hope you've enjoyed the card. Be surprised how you can change something and make it into something else. I'd love to show you a picture of the bees. You've probably seen them because the girls who went to On Stage were able to order them early. But I can't because I didn't go to On Stage. But there we go. That's my alternative. You'll see it in the catalogue. The one in the catalogue's got 3 bees. This one I made with 2. But just use some alternatives. What I will make this card again with exactly the same stamps and dies as they used, or stamps and punch. But I'll just showing you. I want to show an alternative to those who can't afford to go out and buy your brand spanking new. But there we go. I hope you've enjoyed. I've had fun making them. They're just so adorable and cute. Come and see me on the next video. Till next time. Let me hold it up quickly. Till next time. How cute is that? That ladybug turned into a bee is just divine, I think. Thanks for the thumbs up. Take care, and all glory to our great Lord and Saviour who gives us these wonderful talents to share with you. Gorgeous, gorgeous ladies. Oh, look, and I've even refreshed my shimmer bottle because these butterflies that are coming out in the catalogue. You remember the Butterfly Brilliance? You had the dies. One die, it cut out 5 butterflies. And then you had the inside details. Well, the butterflies that are coming out, you can buy them as paper butterflies with a shimmer. So I've got my shimmer. I'm going to shimmy some paper. I'm going to die cut some butterflies, and then you can sponge them, or you can colour them first once you cut your own out, and then shimmy them with a bit of spray. I bought this 7 years ago, and literally this is the second time in 7 years I've topped this bottle up, and it's just 2 scoops of this and rubbing alcohol, and that has lasted me 7 years. So can you imagine this? I'm never going to use this tub. I even gave some to some girls in kits when I would give them as freebies. This was rammed full. I think I had this off Amazon somewhere, but oh, look at all that. I mean, this is, like I'm saying, it's only the second time, but we've got little shimmer butterflies coming out. So instead of me buying shimmer butterflies, I'll show you how to make your own. Oh, there's a mouthful. Right, girls, I'm going to love and leave you. I think you're all marvellous, and I love the fact that you still come and see me every time I put up a video. But till next time, God loves you all. I love you all. See you soon. Bye.